everyone, here is Luna. In today's lesson, we will make foldable graphene sheet in Cinema 4D. First, we create a graphene sheet. Next, make a cloth simulation to drive the graphene's deformation. Now let's proceed with the actual demonstration. Delete all objects. Create a disk, change its segment number to 6, and convert it to an editable object. Select the internal lines, right-click and choose Melt, turning it into clean hexagons. Next, we use honeycomb cloning to array it. Adjust the array plane to XZ, and scale each hexagon to 200%. Adjust the number of hexagons and appropriately shrink the overall size. This gives us a hexagonal array. Next, use Connect to merge adjacent points. Create a small sphere, modify its radius to 3 cm, and use Object Cloning Mode to clone it onto the points of the hexagonal array. Next, repeat the same steps, clone cylinders onto the edges of the hexagonal array, and set Scale on Edge to 100%. This completes our graphene sheet. Create a plane. Modify its dimensions to 600 multiplied by 400, segments to 30 multiplied by 20, and shrink the graphene to roughly match this plane. Next, name this plane Cloth, and convert it to an editable object. Create a cube and adjust its size. Place it at the far right of the cloth, and convert it to an editable object. Add cloth and cloth belt tags to the plane. Select the rightmost row of points and bind this row of points to the cube. Now when we click Simulate, the cloth is attached to this cube. To prevent the cloth from falling, we need to create a plane as the ground. Change its dimensions to 1000 multiplied by 1000, set its Y position to -1, and disable its viewport display. Next, set animation keyframes for the cube so it can pull the cloth while moving. At this point, when clicking Simulate, the cloth still falls down because we forgot to add a collision tag to the ground. After adding it, continue simulating. Now the cloth movement looks much better. We adjust the cloth parameters to get a suitable simulation shape. Now add a mesh deformer to the Connect object. Drag the cloth into the deformer, change the mode to Surface, and click Initialize. Continue playing, and we can see the graphene deforms identically to the cloth. Adjust the cloth parameters and the cube's keyframes to achieve your desired dynamic effect. This realizes cloth-like folding of graphene. This is the entire process of using cloth to drive graphene. If you have other questions, please leave a comment. I'll respond as soon as possible. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next video.